What's up, everyone? It's December 29th, Friday. I'm not in the family room today. Actually moved the erg back to family gym. We have some people coming over tomorrow, so the kitchen and family room are a little busy getting prepared. But in any case, so after putting together the first video, my wife asked me a good question, which is, what are you hoping viewers get from your videos? And what I told her was, well, one, I don't want it to be a compilation of just only workout videos where things go well. I definitely want to work in some other content really aimed at people at a similar life stage who can relate to the challenges that come in finding balance. But I want to also show some of the bad things, some of the tough days along the way, and how I kind of handle those and work through those. So I'd like to include some, call them life hacks, if you will, I guess, or just things I have found that have worked well for me in finding balance in my life, especially as I've started to become more physically active again. Try to keep the content interesting for you all. So anyways, today's workout is, I'll do a 6K. I'm trying not to think of it as a test because there's really no pressure. But I do want to just kind of see where I'm at. This is coming at the end of a slightly higher volume week, so I don't expect to be really, really fresh, but in any case, I think it'll be a good barometer for where my fitness is at. Again, with a month and a bit leading up into the 2K. So let's get warmed up and we'll get started.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, warm up done. My standard 2,000 meters. This time threw in a couple, I think I did two power 20s. Close to race pace, or 6K pace, just to get the legs firing. Another minute or two until we get started, but maybe take this opportunity to explain a little bit of the surroundings here. So during the pandemic, my pet project was the garage gym. And so took a few months to kind of piece everything together. But now we're very fortunate. We have a setup where we can pretty much do vast majority of any strength exercises we would want to do. I will be honest and say I have not been in here much. Not been doing a ton of strength training over the last few years. My wife has really been the power user of the gym, but I'm glad at least one of us has been getting use out of it. It's nice we have the TV so we can put something on to distract us in the background. We can play music. But anyways, so we'll do 6K today. We'll see how it goes. Check in with you when we're done.
2 very boring minutes later.
Good. All right, 6K done in the books. Yeah, pretty happy with it. I feel like I have a much better sense of realistic paces that I can hold and shoot for. So today I was aiming to hold kind of somewhere between 145 and 146 per 500 meter pace. 145 pace for 6K gets you 21 minutes. Ended up averaging 144.5. So a 20.54 at 27 strokes per minute. So I actually think this is the fastest 6K I've pulled since college. Hey, I'll take it. So a little bit about how the piece went, and again, this is going to be more for the rowers in the audience, but kind of went out and within the first 5 strokes settled into 144, 145s. I would kind of know about 1K in how my legs feel, and that was kind of where I would adjust as needed based on how things were burning. So by 1K, still felt pretty good. About 1,500 in, started to burn a little bit. By 2K in, the legs were definitely, there was a good burn, but from about 2 to 3K in, it didn't really get any worse. And so about by the halfway point, I figured, or what I was telling myself mentally is just get to halfway. It's downhill from there, past the halfway point, and the legs didn't really feel worse. So all the way through the 4K mark, still felt pretty good. And I think right around the 4K mark is where all the years and years of training kick in, and I have kind of I know how to play the mental games with myself to finish things off. I always just tell myself in the 6K, the last 2K takes care of itself. Just something about seeing the 1999 meters left, just I'm able to click into a different gear. And so held steady. I know that I did about as well as I could have because I didn't really have anything left for a kick at the end. I've never, even in college, I was never a good sprinter at the end of pieces, at the end of tests. So I was able to crank it down a couple beats for the last couple hundred meters, but that was pretty much it. So again, I was using this as a test or a barometer for where my fitness is at. It's actually a little bit better than I expected, honestly. I will absolutely take that time. So yeah, and I didn't wear a heart rate monitor today. I haven't really been wearing them for these higher intensity pieces, just because I feel like, I don't know, I'm not adjusting anything during the piece based on what my heart rate is. So if anything, it's just another distraction. Right? If I start my 6K and I see my heart rate shooting up into the 170s within 2 minutes, I might be thinking, oh my gosh, did I go out too hard? I don't need that. The piece is hard enough as it is. So I really only wear it for the lower intensity steady state pieces, which, by the way, lesson to you all, I've actually really been enjoying those pieces because I find that instead of gearing my workouts or the piece towards a certain split, my focus is the heart rate. And so yesterday's a great example where I was a little bit tired, more tired than usual. Did an hour, and by the end of that hour, I was hitting 207s, 208s, 209s, 209 splits, just to keep my heart rate below 140. So again, I didn't really care what the split was. I was just trying to keep my heart rate in that zone. And that is a win, right? It becomes another way to measure success of the piece. And I like that. I like not having to focus on splits every single workout. So anyways, tomorrow will be another lower intensity steady state day. And then next week we'll start up another week of the peak plan. So just a couple updates too on the video production side. I'm never gonna have that much time to do editing, but I've been looking for an excuse for a while to buy a GoPro. And this seems like as good an excuse as any. So have a GoPro on the way. I'm excited to play around with that. Maybe take that out on runs as well. Maybe take it with me when I go out golfing. So I'm excited to see what I can do with that. And again, try to change things up so that not every video is of me sitting on the erg. I have an exciting one coming up that I think those of you who work out a lot and have trouble managing your laundry, I think you'll enjoy. So stay tuned for that. And as always, to everyone out there, if you've made it this far through the video, thank you for watching. Until next time, keep chasing everyone. Peace.